We have some news right now. The Trump administration is considering rolling back the last ban on asbestos.
It's all about the Twin Towers. For those of you who've been following my little rabbit hole, let me clarify. Of course, this is all personal opinion and only portions of this information have been verified. Fact, the Twin Towers were full of asbestos. Fact, they knew this well before the accident took place. They tried to sell the buildings for many years and were unable to because of this reason. 6 months before the event, a Jewish billionaire purchased the buildings. He then proceeded to double the amount of insurance on those buildings. Everyone knew the buildings were full of asbestos, and that's why they got it for cheap. But how expensive would it be to remove that much asbestos from 2 giant towers? Miraculously, a tragedy occurred that also pushed a narrative about another country and things they might have been doing or might not have been doing. Remember all those years ago when Saddam Hussein was accused of having the weapons of mass destruction and nobody ever found them? And now they're saying the same thing about Iran? Fact, after the accident, the owner of the properties went to court to prove to the insurance company that it was 2 separate accidents and not just one. That way he could get double the payout. That's online. You can look that up. And now anyone that helped out on that day is suffering from life-threatening cancer conditions. But hey, if RFK Jr. can prove that asbestos doesn't cause cancer and that asbestos is safe for use and we can put it back on the market, then the government doesn't have to pay for treatment for anyone who got sick on that day. And they can't hold the business owner liable for it either. They know the secrets are about to come to light, so they're covering themselves through the back door. Jeffrey Epstein was Jewish. Born to Jewish immigrants in New York. Jeffrey Epstein had a multi-million-dollar organization on the front, but he also had a multi-million-dollar organization on the back end. We all know what that involved. But Israel was following along the whole time. Because if you think Jeffrey Epstein got involved in the things that he did and didn't have video evidence or documents to prove it or back himself up, you're crazy. And who do you think's got all that information now? I wonder who would be involved with somebody like Jeffrey Epstein. You know, people in the movie business, people in the music business, politicians, rich people, both Democrats and Republicans. And now we see that Diddy's in court, defending the freak-offs that he has. Do you know how many people are about to be exposed in the music and film industry? And politicians? And world billionaires? I wonder why the UK seems to be, supporting Israel. This Diddy case is about to blow up, and a lot of people's names are about to come out of the woodwork. So the fascists are making one last play. They know their world's about to come crumbling down. So they blame Iran. And now the Fox propaganda machine is trying to convince Americans that it's time to go to war. We need to go to war to save our people. Here in Canada, the Conservatives are pushing how amazing the police are. Because they want riots and they want police in the streets. It's all a giant narrative. This isn't a Canada versus the US story. This is a global story. And we're about to get to the final chapter. But it's only season 1. What does season 2 bring? This is our chance to rise from the ashes and create something better than we ever have. It's time to start holding leaders, politicians, movie stars, singers, all accountable for their actions. Stop feeding into the narrative. Stop buying the makeup and the skin creams and the hairdos and the nails, and they're all things just designed to keep women obedient. This is our time to shine. It's our time to rise. Stop giving these corporations your money when they don't deserve it. You have the power with your money. Pay attention to who you support and who you give your money to. That's how we take our power back. And don't settle for mediocre or the next best thing or the lesser of two evils. Stand up and ask for the best.